reason why The Legend of Korra was not received as well as Avatar The Last Airbender is because society hates women. Now, mind you, The Legend of Korra was supposed to be a 12-episode miniseries that was supposed to wrap up Avatar The Last Airbender. And even when it was just a miniseries, Nickelodeon was still really hesitant to greenlight the show because the protagonist was a girl.
Kim Possible, Sailor Moon, The Proud Family, Powerpuff Girls, Tiana, or The Princess and the Frog. People like you are the reason why people just don't want female protagonists. Because they don't want to have to hear, oh my goodness, it's misogyny that the character's not well received because she's a woman. No. Nickelodeon and Disney have always made female protagonists their entire lives. They were not worried that Korra was a woman. They were worried that it wasn't going to be a good show because of how well Avatar The Last Airbender was. Korra is absolute dog shit as a character. She is a homie hopper. She ruined her entire group's energy. She's very arrogant, prideful, disrespectful. Overall, she's not a good avatar either. So I'll say this again. Since you have an IQ of 2, it is not because of misogyny. It's not because she's a woman. No one gave a fuck that she was a woman. What they cared about was that she was a horrible avatar and ruined everything. I'm rewatching season 1, and even though I love season 1, she was a horrible fighter. That's the first thing we all noticed. Not only was she losing to mediocre and horrible, and I mean horrible benders and non-benders. Season 2, that just showed her pure arrogance and ignorance and did not follow actual good counsel, which made her even worse. Then you have season 3, where again, she refused to listen to good counsel and kept on making mistake after mistake after mistake instead of listening to people with more wisdom and experience. Which then leads into season 4, where she just completely abandoned her entire avatar duty for years, letting the world do whatever it wants and didn't care for balance of spirits or the people. And then after finally coming back and trying to stop Kuvira, which again, if it wasn't for Korra, Kuvira would have never been able to do the things she did. Korra indirectly and directly ruined the entire world. On purpose, keep in mind, because she was told by Juan that these two places need to be separate, but she was like, nah, I'm going to keep it open, which allowed Kuvira to literally get the spirit cannon and wreak havoc on places. Even though she knew from past experience that this was a good thing to have the portals closed. But she decided to keep it open and fuck everybody else over. She is hated not because she's a woman, but it's because she's a shitty character and has horrible development. And because she doesn't help anybody, she ruins everything. And again, she's a horrible fighter. She's terrible.